This is the current owner of Americas Retards, Jordan. And I'm here today with the former owner and founder of Americas Retards, Andy Bray. How's it going, Andy?
What's up?
Alright, so we're just going to ask you a couple questions and get some information about what AR used to be and how it is now, and just some general questions.
Alright.
Alright, so my first question for you is, who is your biggest inspiration for Americas Retards and why?
Definitely Jackass, because it was every 13-year-old's fantasy of just reincarnating what they were doing after Jackass 3 when it ended, and Jackass 2, right? So, literally those movies, I guess shows too, I guess they considered it, was definitely the inspiration behind AR in general with how it started too, yeah.
So kind of like taking that warning where it says, don't try this at home, and trying it at home and creating your own thing
Just
around it.
fucking doing it anyways, yeah.
So, from Jackass, is there anybody specific that really gave you inspiration?
Definitely Bam Margera and definitely Steve-O, but definitely more Steve-O because I kind of did more of his reenactments, but I didn't reenact his actual stuff. It was more like a reincarnation but mixed around kind of act like he did.
Okay.
So definitely Steve-O from that, yeah.
Nice. Alright, so my next question for you is, what made you decide to start Americas Retards?
Well, I just turned 13, and I couldn't get a channel until I was 13, because parents rule. So, I was 13. I had a channel. I didn't really have any ideas on it. I was making small videos of video games and stuff, and then it just it died on me, I guess. The whole gaming phase, because I sucked at it. I didn't know what I was doing at the time, which I do now, obviously. But at that time, I needed to find something else that I could watch, saying I own a YouTube also, so I can watch my YouTube videos and see how they're, just having a YouTube in general should make you feel like having videos on there that's actually going to entertain you just for having a YouTube in general. You know what I mean?
Right.
So why would I have a YouTube with shit on it that I'm never going to watch and shit on it that has 5 views? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I did AR episodes from season 1, which restarted after season 3.
Right.
And then I went back to season 1 because the current owner now did that, which is you. So that's basically the reason, pretty much. I guess I'm not sure if I'm getting off topic, but that's the way I put it.
Now, is there any specific reason, not just for extra content on YouTube, but the reasoning behind AR itself?
What do you mean?
You said that you basically started AR because your gaming wasn't really.
It was
working
channel
out.
boredom,
It was
yeah.
Channel boredom, but what? All right, so let me move on to my next question. When did America's Retards become a thought, and then how did it turn into a reality?
The thought was, it all started from 5th grade, and it ended up in the 6th grade.
Good.
Thought the whole idea. And then when it was 7th grade, when I think I turned 13, yeah, that's when I started developing more of the attitude to do it. And I always watched Jackass over and over and over, seeing that it was just it's fucking hilarious. What if kids reincarnated that? And what if all these other people that you look up on YouTube that actually do a video that says Jackass Kids, mine's gonna be better. Fuck that shit, dude. I've seen all these and I'm like, this is all pussy crap. You know, if you're gonna really take it up there, also, you might as well be the best of it. You know, like be the best that no one has ever like had the idea. So that's why I was like, when I thought of the idea, meaning like I wanted to make it more extreme than many other kids at that time,
right.
More extreme than anybody else. So that's why the thought came in.
Right. So like after the thought came in, like what made you decide to turn that thought into reality?
The thought into reality was having all friends in it, and trusted friends, and you know, like, and people that can actually take a beating, like a smack to the face, you know, like, you know, all that cute stuff. You got whiskers up in there. So the reality of it was making it a reality show, kind of, you know what I mean? Just like as of episodes and sequences of a season, and the reality part was just kind of like, let's go ahead and do this. Like, let's just jump to it with my 4 friends actually, including myself. Well, I guess which is 3. So Anthony, James, the original James, and Tyler, Big T. So that it was just like a jump to the idea. Let's make it reality, like basically like that.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So let's move on to our next question here. Our next question is, with knowing America's Retards first started back in 2011.
September 26th.
Yeah. What was the first skit of America's Retards that was ever written and done on the show?
First one. From first season? From the original first season, speaking of that, we never really even thought about actual seasons. It was all episode 1 to whatever, 100.
Okay, so yeah, from that, what was the first scene you
I
wrote
know.
and performed? Yeah.
But it was never even like a season. It was just like one episode with all these small skits. So we came up with a bunch of ideas for one episode, and it was like we had at least like 17 scenes, and that was a lot just in general. And you know that's a lot. You know, it's tough to make. It's really tough to get scenes in nowadays, especially in this city. You know.
Yeah, right.
So town or city?
It's a city.
Just a city. Okay. All right.
Let's go back.
Okay. So the first one we ever did was at my old house. This was like years ago. This was like 5 years ago.
Right.
So the first one I did was I had a half-cracked board that I already had. I had used. Some guy gave me it out of his trunk, and I used it for a while. Right. I was young. I was skating still. And then I got a new board from a new company, so I started using that. So I took that board, and the first scene of it was 2 outline chairs, just basically just sitting there with a board, you know, all grip tape and everything, to bash my head right through it, and I successfully snapped my fucking skull over a fucking skateboard. That also got deleted a long time ago.
Right,
a long time ago.
Along with all the original episodes.
Yeah.
And pretty much
all the naughty stuff.
And all the newer episodes, which also got the reset.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are history and off the internet. So I mean, we won't really be ever seeing those, but it's always in our memories. You know. So my next question is, if you had a chance, would you ever join AR again as a stuntman?
I feel like I'm gonna get like fucking like totally snuffed for saying this. Yes and no, but definitely no.
Okay.
Because I've had my fair share of brutality, and you guys don't even get that. Like, I have done shit with James, and I've done shit with Ant that was ridiculous, and you've seen that 12-inch scar I used to have down my arm because I jumped in a rose bush while doing an ollie into it off a fucking cliff. That was dumb as fuck. Like, everything in that past that literally hurt me has literally affected me to this day where my back has problems when I'm even at work now. So, I mostly had back issues from the whole thing doing it. So if I would definitely go back to being a stuntman, definitely no, but more of like a marketing and more of a prop designer. I don't know, something on the side that would actually make me more happy to be back into it. Would I do stunt? I would do a little bit, but it would be only on my terms and know what I'm doing, but I know how to make shit fun. You know what I mean? I've never fucked that up. So, like Trent, dumb fuck, he drank like crap out of a bottle. I would do that days and days and days on. You can give me bottles, I'll freaking keep hacking on people.
So you would do, so you would do like more of the gross stunts and the embarrassing stunts than you would do.
As long as there's no dick, no piss, no shit, no cum, and no ass. Maybe a little bit of ass, but maybe that.
Alright.
But definitely not really stunts, but I would do some. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some.
Right.
Depends.
So maybe we can talk him back in to get it in. Who knows? Anyways, so my last question here is, what made you choose the name America's Retards?
So, being 13 and watching all these, you know, skits from Jackass and seeing the title Jackass, that's rebelling. You know what I mean? That's like a rebelled title name that most shows couldn't get. So it's like, you see it on MTV, Jackass. What other show has like a swear in it or something like that?
Yeah, right.
Or irrelevant term on any like, you know, live TV channel. And it's just like the swear. It's like, I'm watching Jackass. Don't say that. That's a bad word.
Yeah, right.
You know, so I'd be like, okay, so I'm gonna make up my own idea. I wanted something like offensive, but like not like completely offensive. But like I wanted something to sound funny. So we live in America. We act retarded, not like mentally challengedly retarded. But I'm not comparing it to that. Just to being an asshole. I'm just comparing it to as like, we're acting retarded, we're doing stupid shit, like, you know what I mean? You get the catch. Right. So America's Retards came in the whole title, and I think there was another title for it, but we never went through with it.
And what was that?
I don't even remember. That's the thing. Like, I remember it being Dumb Fuck Films or something. But then I was like, I don't need the fuck in it. So I was just like, let's just make it America's Retards.
A little bit too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, you could have got away with it still if it was old YouTube. So we would have just stayed there. But definitely, America's Retards was definitely set for me and James, Big T, and Ant, and the Ecksteins, believe it or not. And those guys are a bunch of fucking douchebags now, but they don't matter in fucking AR anymore. But it was all an idea of the title, so we gave it that name. And a lot of people in school at the time thought it was a great idea of a name. They thought it was a little bit inappropriate. I was like, good, fuck you. So that's how I got the name, though. Yeah.
Well, all right. This has been an interview with the former owner of America's Retards, Andy Bray. I just want to thank him for coming out, and thank you.